Well, we're at 117. That didn't take any time at all. So let's just jump into this. All right. So, um, first, I want to say a few things. You guys were freaking phenomenal. Freaking phenomenal. There is no other way of saying this. You guys are fantastic. When we put out a homework assignment and I asked you guys to run with it, man, you guys ran. I didn't even check and see what we were up to with our emails. Let me jump and see what we did there. Um, because the last time I checked, we were pretty up there. And yeah, we are. We're at 344,314 emails. I'd say that's pretty good. And I also know the phone calls. So for the electeds, the feedback that I'm getting from everyone is that when you were calling Heasty's office, that you were met with understanding and warmth and patience. I didn't see too many comments about Majority Leader Cousins. I did not see too many of those. I know some of you got through, some of you just mostly went to voicemails from what I do remember seeing. I don't remember seeing any human contact. Did you guys have human contact or any feedback from speaking with her office? And then I'm also of the understanding that no one got in touch with Senator Generis's office, any one of the offices, right? Right. That's our understanding as well. Okay. We know you're frustrated by that. Her office was impossible to get through. All the mailboxes were full. Yeah. So Laura, I'm asking about Senator Generis and Andrea Stewart Cousins. Just voicemail. That's what I thought. And that's also what we're being told as well from emails and from the other groups around New York State that have been reaching out to us. So totally get it. All right. Now, yes. And so the information that we are being given tonight and today, the session closes, they're taking a break. Electeds are going back to their district. So we will be coming up with new homework coming next week. But what I do want to show you guys is that you really rocked this. You sent over 300,000 emails in just a few days. You made thousands of phone calls and they heard you. However, we were slaying some pretty big dragons. This entire time, throughout this entire legislative process, there has not been one peep out of the unions until yesterday. They did attempt to try to hijack our legislation as they were originally coming out of Senator Jackson, Assemblymember Fefer-Amato's committees, but those memos didn't go anywhere. When that didn't go anywhere and they passed, I believe unanimously out of both, that the unions then worked a little bit harder. And so we are being told that DC 37, the AFL-CIO, the UFT, there's a bunch of unions, but specifically those for right now, put in such a campaign in the last 48 hours that they killed our bill. But you don't see me crying because I want to tell you something. Bills don't usually pass in their first time around. Usually takes 2 or 3 tries to get passed. And you also don't have the amount of support on a first-year bill. Remember, Assemblymember Ken Zebrowski, came to our rally at City Hall in like July of last year. We're not even a year doing this. And introduced the bill in the assembly the very same day. Okay. Today, we have 106 sponsors in the assembly out of 150. We have 40 sponsors in the Senate out of 63. That's 146 votes, if I did my math right, out of 213. So what we did is typically unheard of, okay? what we were told by everyone that's supporting us. Don't go anywhere. Don't lose hope. Don't lose faith, and come back. And what this did was it basically gave us an edge up, because it kind of showed their ass of who doesn't have our back and the unions that were willing to sell us out. Because I'm going to tell you by next week, I hope, who supports you, who doesn't support you, whether it's the union or the elected official. And since your electeds are going to be in your district, you New Yorkers will be having extra homework. I want you to understand, yes, Jim, we are not going anywhere. And we were told that we literally scared the bejesus out of many of them. So a friend of mine sent me some messages today of inspiration that I want to share with you. Let me jump down. Okay. There will be haters and there will be doubters. There will be non-believers. And then there will be you proving them all wrong. Take that message, because they told us you can't sue. They told us you will never win. They told us you'll never beat the city. You'll never beat the city council. You'll never beat the unions. You'll never beat the lawyers for the mayor. What did we do? We beat them 9 times. And we have 2 unanimous appeals court decisions. Don't give up. We are proving them wrong. And we're going to make them look bad real fast. The next one is, sometimes you face difficulties not because you're doing something wrong, but because you're doing something right. We know we're right. We know that promises were made to us. We know that by keeping people in the federal public health benefit of Medicare preserves their life and their health, right? We also know that labor helped pass Medicare in 1965. And these knuckleheads are okay to sell it off and sell you off with it. We're not okay with that. And that's going to be exposed. This one I really liked. They fear you speaking up. They fear you won't comply. They fear you realizing you don't need them. They fear you realizing you have the power. They fear you using that power. They fear you waking up others. And they fear you living your life without fear and without fear of them. I think we definitely showed them that, because for the unions to come out, and there's going to be more coming out next week that I can't get into today, but wait till you see this. And there's a TikTok coming real soon. And then this next one I really did like. It's from Pat Summit. She's the basketball coach. Winning is fun, sure, but winning is not the point. Wanting to win is the point. Not giving up is the point. Not letting up is the point. Never being satisfied with what you've done is the point. So what we've done has been unheard of, because I'll tell you, not even the unions can pull what you guys did. The unions don't pull out 300,000 emails. They literally had to send a memo, and like the leaders of the organizations, we slaughtered that dragon. So I just want you guys to know that I truly appreciate everything that you guys did. And it's not for naught. Yes, Rick, we definitely, let's kick some ass and take names. We really, really showed them what organizing and activism is about. And that's really what you have. Yes, Elvira, I have given retirees a voice. Well, I just gave you a platform. It's your voice. Because I didn't make 300,000 emails. But while we're disappointed, and that's expected, that we did not get this bill passed, take this as a win, because it is very rare to get 146 sponsors on a single legislation in less than a year, and largely be an unknown entity. You did that. Okay. We did that as an organization. And I think the next thing we need to do is start becoming like AARP 2.0 and organizing this on a large scale. I want you to go through all of your your emails, all your contacts, everything. We need to increase the size of our organization. We're still hovering at about, I think, 28 or 30,000 people-ish here, as well as a lot of people who are not on social media. We need to boost that up, and we've got several months to do it. Try to get people in here. It's important. And in the same time, we're also going to make sure that we are still focusing on the litigation, because I don't trust that the unions will help us, and I don't trust that the legislators will help us. We are helping ourselves because no one's helped us. Although they want to say that they love us and that they care about us and they want to be there to protect us. No, they're just here. They're just trying to say that just to save face and to make themselves seem more important. So that is coming up next. I'm getting questions on how did they kill this? So pressure from the unions was put on Senator Gianaris, and I'm going to get into a little bit more of that. So on the Senate side, the unions pretty much killed our bill there. Okay, they did not want to move it. I do believe we had the support on the Assembly side, but they were not going to move it without the Senate. You never want a bill to go to the floor with just one side of the legislature. Okay, you want unanimous total support so it moves as a unit. But so Judy says, what happens? Does the bill die? Yes, the bill died today, and it is because of what I described. We will get into more details with that next week. We can bring the bill back in January, and we will. Trust me when I tell you that. Oh, we're coming back. And I think we're going to come back stronger. And we're also going to have a few more homework assignments once I have all of the information that I need, which I need about another week to do that, I think. And then we're coming out swinging in January. So this gives us time. We need to build momentum. We need to get some, we're going to do thank yous next week. So hang in there. I know you can use a break. I sure as hell could use a break. I was up at 3:00 this morning talking to Mike Tambasco. Shout out to our moderators. Thank you for all of your support and everything that you guys are doing. We will do a brief little Q&A, just touch base with you tomorrow night, and then I'm just going to call it a weekend. We do need to relax. We have really done a lot of work in this 1 week, and I think we need to make sure that we reflect upon what we have accomplished. Okay, it's rare that people get to this point in a bill that's not even a year old, that we have a large majority of the legislature. So I want to make sure you guys understand that while we're disappointed, and it's understandable, this was huge what we were able to do. And it just gives us more strength and power in coming back. And to tell the unions that they can kiss my butt in Macy's window, and I'll see you in January. And just remember, you still have your Medicare. So I'm okay, and I hope you are too. So that's my wrap. I'm going to put this up on YouTube for everyone that is not on Facebook. And I also want to share this message with our state retirees, because we have partners in Nassau County. We have partners in Cortland, partners in Lewiston, partners in Ithaca. These are people that we are trying to help along the way, that together we've been able to beat back Medicare Advantage and these greedy ass brokers that are trying to take our Medicare. But we can only do that as a consolidated organization, by making these coalitions of people with like issues and fighting together. And that needs to be exposed that the AFL-CIO doesn't represent Nassau County, that AFL-CIO at DC 37 doesn't represent upstate, that a decision was made to not progress our bill on unions that don't represent not just us, but these state workers. So hang in there. We're coming back. And while we might be juggling a few elephants, like the unions and the city, I think we're still doing okay. We've got pretty adept at juggling elephants. So hang in there, guys. More is coming. And I want you just to think about what we've accomplished. Thank you to Daniel Alisea for doing that wonderful truck for us. The videos on the truck were fantastic. The truck left left Albany just a little while ago. It was there for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And it got noticed. I was being sent videos of people actually watching the truck from the sidewalk. So have faith. I guess they say Rome wasn't built in a day. And we need to build upon everything that the people that came up behind us destroyed. And that wasn't done, that was done over time. So that's going to take us some time to build that back up and educate people the way that they need to be. So so guys, I love you. Thank you very much for everything. Enjoy your day. I will see you tomorrow at 8 o'clock. It'll be a brief, so be here at 8. I'm going to try to get on time and off by 8:30, just to see if you have any questions. If there's anything new to update you with, I will. But otherwise, yes, Myra, we still have our Medicare, federal public health benefit of Medicare. Amen. All right. You have a great evening, and I'll see you tomorrow. Ciao.